Well, Arsenal are losing the Romeo Lavia battle to Liverpool. Looks like Liverpool are front runners onto this, and Arsenal need to find a way of obviously attacking this deal better and better and better. It will be remembered that Arsenal are the first to show interest. I'm talking about concrete interest, like to talk to Romeo Lavia's entourage and his representatives that they're interested in signing him. And then Liverpool came in through, even Man United. But Man United cooled its interest because they are doing the deal of Andre Onana after signing Mason Mount. And looks like the battle is left in between two teams, that is Arsenal and Liverpool. But news coming in from credible sources is revealing to us that Liverpool are edging Arsenal, and Arsenal need to do the needful to see to it that they get back into the mix to sign Romeo Lavia. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. It is the transfer news show. Remember, the first two shows were the Arsenal news show, and now we are into the transfer news show, where we really mix it up a little bit with other stories like Sandro Tonali signing for Newcastle. Official, he has been really unveiled by Newcastle. And then we are talking Colwill, Liverpool showing interest in this Brighton player in this Chelsea player that Brighton is also interested in. Here onto the Rokani Media Football. Let's see close to 300 likes. Smash this video and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, I want to thank everyone that you people are really so much responsive. The way you guys are subscribing is really amazing, and continue to subscribe to see it that we really hit that milestone of 20,000 subscribers before the end of this month. And I've gone ahead to really calculate on how many subscribers we get on a daily. It's evident that if at all we keep up the spirit of subscribing, especially those that have always been watching in and they have not yet subscribed, and those that are watching us for the very first time, because YouTube has close to 10 billion viewers per day, so each and every day we get new viewers, we will hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of this month. So guys, continue to spread the love. Rokani David is my name. You can also call RD. Follow me on Twitter at Rokani Media FB. Now, Fabrizio Romano was the first to really let out something today about Lavia, as he was asked about Lavia to Arsenal. He said Arsenal are focused on finishing the Rice and Timber deal, but Lavia is one of the targets in case both Partey and Xhaka leave. There has been contacts, but no bid. Liverpool have direct contacts with Lavia and the Saints. Arsenal and Liverpool are in the race. Now, all we can let you know about the Lavia situation is simple, that Arsenal are interested in Romeo Lavia, but if at all Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka leave, all quit Arsenal. If at all one of those stays, then Arsenal will back out of the Romeo Lavia deal and concentrate on maybe another deal. So, looks like Arsenal are interested in the player provided the others leave. But if at all Partey stays and Xhaka leaves, they won't be going in for Romeo Lavia, and Romeo Lavia will be going to Liverpool. And that's what has gone ahead to cause the situation like this, because the entourage of Lavia want to see their player secure his new home that has bread and honey as soon as possible, as in the next 1 week he needs to be confirmed as a player of a certain team and training into the preseason to see to it that he really gets the chemistry of the team and obviously gets prepared for the new side. Now, this is Ryan Tyler Sports revealing to us that Liverpool have told Romeo Lavia's representatives that they would potentially be ready to formalize an offer for the midfielder should Southampton lower their asking price. That is it, meaning that the asking price has been really a problem. Arsenal were also willing to offer not more than £35 million to Southampton, but Southampton is calling in for £50 million. But after Liverpool going ahead to obviously formalize that, TalkSport has gone ahead and reconfirmed us that Liverpool are front runners for Romeo Lavia and are preparing an opening offer for Romeo Lavia, who Southampton value at £50 million. And when you hear Liverpool and Arsenal into the deal, they can negotiate that down. They can negotiate that down and obviously get it where they want it to be, because Southampton don't have control of this player right now. The player wants to be playing in the Premier League, yet the team is relegated. And when you look at Romeo Lavia, he's a talent that is wanted highly, and the only way I see this price rising to the levels that Southampton want it is when Liverpool and Arsenal come in to really make bids, and the bidding will really commences. But if at all a bidding war doesn't commence, I don't see Southampton getting £50 million from this player because they are relegated. And if at all you are relegated, you don't stand a chance on really getting the real amount of money you want from the player. And I really anticipate that if at all they had stayed in the Premier League, he would have gone in for even more, like £60 million, because they wouldn't have pressure of letting him go, as he would also be comfortable playing into the Premier League. Yet next summer, Man City would have gone ahead to come in for him and obviously signed him for £45 million, as in the clause they indicated or included into his transfer from Man City to Southampton. So I understand Liverpool on this one, and this is one of the things I've always gone ahead to really put a lot of emphasis on as far as Liverpool is concerned, because Liverpool need a CDM. They've gone ahead to sign Szoboszlai, attacking midfielder, and McAllister, he's an attacking midfielder but can also play as a number 8. But who is going to come on and obviously do the Fabinho role? Because Fabinho looked off last season. Unless otherwise, this season Fabinho comes back big and better. But even if he is, what if he gets an injury? Can Bejetic come in and obviously get the job done and dusted? That is one of the doubts that really roam into my mind about that. So Liverpool need to reinforce that area, and that's why they're into for Romeo Lavia, and they want to really age this deal to see it that they really age Arsenal over the transfer. And for Arsenal's case, it's all about Declan Rice, because before they land in Declan Rice, they cannot let Granit Xhaka go. That's it. And Thomas Partey, however much he wants to leave, they're still holding him, and they're waiting to see what the Rice deal really comes up to, what we call completion. The moment it's completed and announced, then Arsenal will look through on who to let go first. So Liverpool have to utilize this period when Arsenal is still vying for the deal of Declan Rice to get done. Remember, it's all about the payment structure that is really stalling this deal. But I think today or tomorrow, this deal is going to be done. And if at all Liverpool are serious, they need to find themselves in a position of getting this deal over the line and go ahead and obviously do it before Arsenal intervenes. But the moment Arsenal comes in through, the more Arsenal coming through, then Liverpool won't like it, because Arsenal is a more attractive side than Liverpool as far as the footballing matters are really concerned. One, Champions League football, sure deal. Lavia would love to play in the Champions League, not the UEFA Europa League as Liverpool, where Liverpool is. Secondly, they are contenders for the league. We know that Liverpool have been contenders for the previous years, but last season they dropped off a lot or hugely, and it cannot be an attraction for Romeo Lavia according to what we are having right now from our sources. So as it stands, it's all about us doing the needful and obviously taking on the transfer news as you guys want it. But it looks like Arsenal are losing the Romeo Lavia battle to Liverpool as it stands. So they need to act swiftly in the other deals of Julian Timber, Declan Rice, then attack this Romeo Lavia. But there is some room of space for Arsenal to operate in, as Liverpool is also not willing to pay £50 million that Southampton is calling in for. And we look at Liverpool, they've gone ahead to spend some huge amount of money, because £35 million for McAllister. Then they've gone ahead to really buy Szoboszlai at £60 million. That is close to £100 million. And I think they can still spend more. They can spend more onto Romeo Lavia. So that is it about Romeo Lavia. And let's get into another story of Sandro Tonali. This Italian sensational has been unveiled by Newcastle today, and it's official. Sandro Tonali joins Newcastle on €70 million deal with add-ons included. AC Milan will also have 10% sell on clause contract until June 2029. It's record sale for AC Milan as Tonali becomes most expensive Italian player in the history of the game. Now, when I look at Sandro Tonali, he has a lot he brings to the game. That's it. Like him, hate him, he's one of those players I've been following him for a very long time, since 2019, when he was it Torino, before he crossed to AC Milan. He really looked great, and I believe that he's a very sensational signing for Eddie Howe. And it shows you the plan of Newcastle and the people that are running the sporting technical department of Newcastle, that they are going in for the right players and not messing around. Because when you look at the signs they brought in, Bruno Guimaraes, Bootman, Kylian Trippier, Alexandria Isak, Anthony Gordon. So all those signings have gone ahead to elevate this team to the next level, and Kylian Trippier was arguably the best right back in the league. So it shows you exactly what he has gone ahead to really add to the team, and how the sporting side of this team is really working well, and good to see to it that this deal really gets over the line. And Sandro Tonali is going to play in that midfield too with Bruno Guimaraes, and I think Tonali coming in through, it will give a lot of allowance to Bruno Guimaraes to operate in more advanced areas of the pitch, because he's really great when it comes to those advanced areas of the pitch. And Sandro Tonali might always be used as a seed him, and then Bruno Guimaraes will obviously go ahead to override ahead of him and see what he can really do better for that Newcastle side, because we've seen him really score very many goals for them, and obviously create big chances as a seed him of Newcastle. Now what if he's being given a very huge allowance to go on and obviously operate in the more advanced areas of the pitch? That really calls for him to really bring in the best that he deserves on the field of play. So that is Sandro Tonali. He's now officially a Newcastle player, and you'll obviously understand exactly what this is all about here onto this channel known as Rokani Media Football. So that is it for Sandro Tonali, and he's obviously leaving the side of AC Milan and an official player for the Newcastle side. Newcastle is going to play the Champions League, and that's why they've gone ahead to find it easy to convince him to come through and obviously get this over the line. Now, let's go to Liverpool. When you look at Liverpool, they are targeting Levi Colwill, who is currently unwilling to sign a new deal at Chelsea. He's not willing to sign a new deal at Chelsea, that is Levi Colwill, as he wants to feel important with guaranteed game time. If not, the defender would be prepared to leave the club. And I don't know exactly what plan Pochettino has for the player, but it looks like that loan spell he spent at Brighton with De Zerbi has shown him that he's one of those players that really have a lot of potential, and that potential needs to be put to work, and that's why he's calling in for enough playing time, as he played in the Premier League. And obviously that's why Brighton wanted to retain him, and they are telling Chelsea that if at all you want to really get this player, do one thing. If you want to get Caicedo from our team, do one thing: get us Levi Colwill and some money. Chelsea said no, and what Brighton did was simple. They've put up 2 bids and they've been rejected. And for Brighton to go in and buy a player of £30 million, it shows you how quality this player is. But he's not willing to put pen to paper, and Pochettino has to convince him that he's going to be a regular at that Chelsea side. But it's always difficult for him to obviously go in and obviously promise him that he's going to be one of those players to really have what we call enough playing time at that Chelsea side, because he's a left back, and in that left back position of his, he's competing with Mark Cucurella and Ben Chilwell. So he needs to do a lot in the preseason to prove to Pochettino that he is better than those players. Even the central defense of Chelsea, because he also plays in the central defense. But can he go past Thiago Silva? Can he go past Buddy Shale? Can he go past Wesley Fofana? Right? If at all he can, then he can really get enough playing time at Chelsea. So guys, your thoughts on to Arsenal losing Lavia battle to Liverpool are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Tonali officially unveiled at Newcastle, and Levi Colwill, Liverpool picking interest in the player? So guys, I sign out for now. See you later. That video of the day, more is yet to come. keep yourself tuned onto this channel and go nowhere. Me out.